Hi everyone and welcome to your Wednesday watch. Today Gemma is back, my boring Gemma is back, and yeah, she wants them gone. She wants them right off and back to the red that she has every 3 weeks. And Gemma will have this red forever because she's the boringest client in the whole world. But it was fun whilst it lasted, which was a good, I think, over 4 weeks. They definitely needed doing. I tried to talk her into, why don't we just take them down a little bit, move this smile line backwards, but no, she wanted them right down, and we just infilled the back and did her red gel polish. Not a red coloured acrylic, no, because it's not the right red, it has to be the gel polish. But yeah, it still gave me my Wednesday watch to film anyway, and you know, it's not something I film all the time. It's what we're doing. We are basically doing an infill. So she's here, she's got these super long nails, and I'm just taking down the length first because there's no point me filing down the nail if it's not actually going to be there in the long run anyway. So I'm taking down the length to roughly where she's going to want it, and then the next thing I'll do is remove the apex. So I'll be filing down that back third of where the apex was here, taking that down, and then yeah, I'll just move along. And I'm using it's a bit from the website called a Boss Bit. It is 5 times coarse and it eats through acrylic. Yeah, it's a beast. A lot of people are scared of him, but he gets it done in seconds. So yeah, let's whiz this down, take that apex down, and then we'll go in with a metal file because I was a little bit concerned that, well, I was going to take them back a little bit shorter as well. So I didn't want to do it all with this bit because we were getting quite close to the finger. And these little tiny bits of black, which were a pain in the bum. There was no real base layer with them. If you remember when I did these a few weeks back, it was just a teeny squidge of Kylea. So I got my hand file in a minute and we're going to take it down as much as I can. So next thing I'll do is push back the cuticles gently, and then I will just shape the rest of the nail. The trusty metal file is here. This is what's going to shape these, going to take them back just above the finger, giving her a nice crisp square. Luckily, like I said, it did remove the black, because yeah, I was a little bit like, oh, what am I going to do? But yeah, there was like the nail had grown out and there was a tiny squidge of Kylea from when I attached the nail to the form. So yeah, just running it over the previous extension with my metal file. I'm not yet touching the natural nail. We'll come on to that in a minute. But all I'm doing here is, with the e-file, I took away the apex, and here I'm just refining my shape. Now it's time to prep that natural nail, and I'm coming in with a sanding band, and I've got a 150 grit on this one. So I'm just rolling around the natural nail. So this is removing the shine, it will remove any cuticle, and it will remove any lifting. Now you'll see on this nail there's a little bit of lifting, and I'll point that out in a moment. On the right hand side, when you're looking at it, you can see it's a lot lighter, just there. So I'm going to take my sanding band behind it, and I'm just gently, see, I'm on, off, on, off, on, off. I'm not digging into the natural nail, just on, off, behind the lifting. Not on top of the lifting, because the lifting will just, it will just follow down and you won't get it. So come behind the lifting and it kind of just takes it away. So you've got to make sure that you remove all that lifting, because if you then go on to infill it, that's when you're going to get greenies. You know, when you see these images, or you see your client and you've got a greenie which kind of stains the natural nail, that's what's usually happened. You've trapped moisture, trapped moisture in it, because there's lifting, like water and crap and air and all that gets under that lift, and then you seal it, and then bacteria can grow on it, and literally that green nail is bacterial shit on it. But it's not, I read it a lot where people say, oh, you've got to go see a doctor, you've got to see a doctor. You don't have to go and see a doctor, and you can wear an extension over it. As soon as you take that nail off and the air hits it, it's dead. It's gone. So that's why you need to make sure that your prep is perfect, so that we don't get that lifting. And those clients that say, oh, it was lifting a little bit, so I stuck it down. Sure as shit, there is going to be a greenie under that, because they would have just trapped all the moisture under it, and it's just going to breed under that nail. That's also why we need to see them every 3 weeks. Get them back. Shame on you, Gemma. But yeah, that's what we need to do. That's what that is. So I've dehydrated and I've primed, and I'm coming in with a brand new brush, which is a size 6. He's a little diddy one. Just enough to come in. You see, I'm not putting masses of product. I've already built that product down the nail. I just have to infill the regrowth. So I place that bead, I'm pushing it down at the cuticle, sidewalls are gone, sidewall gone. That there is my apex. I leave it where I need it, and then I paint it down forwards. Let's go on to the next one, Kai. Come on. Right, just gonna cover that corner. There's probably a little bit of black showing. That black's the pain of my life. Placing it on, tip of the brush, above and behind the bead, pulling down each sidewall, leaving an apex where you need it, and then painting it forward. You don't need a massive product. You can see Gemma, she hasn't got long nails either. The apex doesn't need to be huge. It does not need to be massive. No bulk here. So yeah, just no big bulky nails. It's not nice. And it's not stronger either. These were originally sculpted, so I've already got that nice C curve that runs through it, which is my strength. We don't need a big bulky back of the nail. Tip of the brush, above and behind. Each side wall is gone with a painting motion. Leave the product in the back third and painting towards the free edge. And that's it. That's a really quick infill. Admittedly, yes, YouTube is a bit of a liar, isn't it? Sped up, it wasn't that quick, but you get the gist. Good old metal file, coming back in and refining. People always ask me, do you use a metal file? Do you use an e-file for finish filing? Rarely, very, very rarely. Only if I make a mess of it, or my reverse Frenches, or anything that's a bit too bulky. But I try and apply my product as if I don't own a file, because it just speeds everything up. So I try and apply just quite neatly. Well, I try to. God, I'm not a machine. Sometimes it goes on a right wonk. But that's where I'd use my e-file, because even if I use an e-file, I still want to come in with a hand file and get it nice and crisp. So yeah, generally I do it all with my hand file. And that really is this set. We are going to go on and gel polish them. But yeah, well, Gem will be back. Good old Gem will be back in 3 weeks with the same red. I shan't be recording it. This is as much exposure as she deserves. That's it now. She's dead to me. Now she's going back to the bloody boring side. But yeah, a little bit different this week, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. Just infill, something simple. But yeah, my snots have gone as well, you know. Hope you enjoyed my sing-song last week. So I'm feeling much, much better. So much better. God, that wasn't very nice. But yeah, I hope you're all keeping well and enjoying the sunshine. The UK has got some sun, which is not heard of. But this is it. This is our summer, isn't it? So we just got to enjoy it whilst we can. Right, I'm going to let you watch the rest of the video. Remember, everything that I use will be in the description box. Please subscribe if you don't already. Leave me a comment and a like. That would be fantastic because I think it helps people to find me. So yeah, please do all that. And I will be back again next Wednesday. Right, I love you all. Enjoy the rest of the video. Mwah!